I'm going to share my screen and we can get started with the tutorial, guys. Everyone can see everything correctly?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So like Tote said before, we're going to be grabbing one of our pre-made designs that are available to everyone that has Customly installed. And we're going to be tweaking it a little bit so we can make it our own. And once we have that set up, we're going to be publishing these 3 ShineOn products using one design. So let's go ahead and open up Customly. And this is the home page. The first thing that we're going to be doing is setting up our design. So right here where it says My Designs, we're going to click on Start from Customly Design. So what this is going to be doing is basically grabbing one of our pre-made designs and we're going to import it into our every individual user's design collection where you can edit them, tweak it, and do whatever you want with it. Use it as a base, let's say. So as Tote said, we have over 350 designs. You can use them as is. You can edit them. You can do whatever you want. So right now I'm going to search for Christmas. And like you guys can see here, there are tons of designs for Christmas. I'm going to be selecting this one, which is my first Christmas. And as you guys can see, it is importing this design into my account. So I don't know if you guys can see there, but the original one has a little snow globe clip art. And we're going to be switching that up for an image upload. So the first thing that I want to do is lock all of the layers that I won't be changing, like the titles, the wreath background, the baby name, the snowflakes. The background I'm going to be deleting because we don't want that for this particular design. As you guys can see, there's no background. And for the snowman, I'm going to be deleting it since we don't want the clip art for this design. So what we're going to be choosing as our image upload is the image placeholder element, which allows your shopper to upload an image on the storefront and it'll automatically apply any of the effects that we select. So right now I'm going to upload a baby image just so we can have it as a reference. And what I'm going to be doing is, first of all, putting it behind the wreath background, since I want the wreath to go over it. I want it to be on top of the image. I'm going to change the name of my layer, add your photo, and I'm going to upload a mask. So what the mask will do is basically cut out, you upload a certain shape and it basically applies that shape as a mask and it cuts out everything that's in the transparent area of that image. So right here, I have sort of like a cutout of a circle as a mask, just so I can make sure that the image upload perfectly aligns with the bottom part of the wreath. So right now what I'm doing is sort of making sure that the mask aligns with this bottom part of the wreath. So that looks perfect. And like we said before, we're going to be adding an image effect. So image effects, there's a ton of effects to choose from. You can apply different AI style transfers. You can do face cutouts, blur backgrounds, all sorts of things. But what we wanted to showcase today was our remove background, which if you select customly, you'll see all of the image effects that are included for free on every single Customly user's account. So you can use this for as many products as you like for free, and they work perfectly, honestly. So this is the remove background. I'm going to select it. And just so we could try the remove background, I'm gonna re-upload the sample image that we had. And as you guys can see, it removed the background super quick and it looks gorgeous. So one last little tweak that I'm gonna do to the date of birth is I'm gonna go to advanced. And since later I'm gonna be selecting this as a date picker, which is a little calendar that our shoppers are gonna choose from, I want the date format to be a specific format of date. So I want it to be this one, which has the month, the day, and the year. So it looks, it's easier to select on the storefront and we can have better control over what actually goes onto the design. So that is looking perfect for the design. Gonna click on save. And I have one last teensy little tweak for the design before we can start publishing our 3 products super quickly. So any questions so far?
No questions so far.
Awesome, guys. So as you guys can see here, this is the clone design that we have that we imported and adjusted. And what we can do here is click on edit options. So the options are basically what the shopper will have to choose from on the storefront. They get created automatically depending on what element you select on your design. But what we want to do here is choose, instead of having a text input for the date, we want, like I said, a date picker. So this will basically show up as a little calendar, like you guys can see here. That's it. That's all I'm going to be editing. And now we can go ahead and start publishing our products. We go back to our home page, click on Publish a New Product, and click on ShineOn. So this is all the ShineOn products that we have integrated. And here we can select, I think we had the ShineOn 10-inch plate. So here you can select variants if there are variants available, and you can select the design that we just made. We click on Apply Design, and now we're going to make sure that the placement of the design is correct. It's looking gorgeous. And now we can click on Next and select what store we're going to be wanting to publish this on. So right now we're going to go with Shopify. Okay, and that's it. Right now, Customly is basically blending our design, the options, the effects that we applied to the images, integrating the product with the automatic fulfillment that Tote said with ShineOn. So it may take a little second to merge all of that together, but totally worth it in the end. And right now, what we're going to be doing is for each product, we're going to have to do this. We're going to edit the thumbnail so we can make sure that our thumbnail looks like the final design. So we're going to be selecting, entering a sample name, entering a sample date, and a sample image. And as you guys can see, it's looking super cute right now. It is currently removing the background of the image. So once that is done, we can adjust the placement of the image and there you go, I'm adjusting it so it can be a little bit centered. And I'm going to save this as our product image. Once we have this saved as our product image, we can go ahead and generate our mockup. So we covered this in our last classes, but this is our mockup generator. It uses Nano Banana, and basically you have your reference image that we just created. We have different scenes to choose from. They adjust basically the background that is going to be applied to the image that you generate. And you can always, let's say if I don't want to choose this scene, I can say, make sure the plate is standing up against a wall. The background has Christmas elements. And let's try generating that. So since this is AI, it's not gonna always make the best product image ever in the first try. So if, sometimes, let's see this example. I mean, it's a good product image, but maybe you want it to be a little bit more zoomed in, like the reference image. So we're gonna generate another one. We're gonna choose the Christmas scene and make sure the plate is standing up against a wall and fully in frame, like the reference image. So a disclaimer here is this feature is completely free to every Customly user. So you're not going to be wasting your credits here trying to see how to describe the image that you want to get a better result. So you can go ahead and try until you get the best mockup ever. So I think this is pretty cute. I'm going to save this, and now I'm going to publish our product. So as you guys can see, it's pretty simple. Once you have your design, publishing the product is 2-3 simple steps. And once you get the hang of it, it goes by super fast, honestly, and the results are incredible. So this is our design on the storefront. Now let's speed it up a little bit since we already saw, and we're going to be publishing our other 2 products. So I'm back in the homepage, click on ShineOn, and for our second product, we have the acrylic plaque. So I'm going to search here, acrylic plaque, circle acrylic plaque, select the 2 variants, add my design, and I chose the design that we just created. Now I'm going to adjust a little bit for every variant, making sure that the design is fully visible. Confirm. Next, and select the store that I'm going to be publishing on. See how it goes by super, super quickly once you have your design set up. It is truly, rinse and repeat, and you have a collection with one design. Your customers may want this design on multiple products for different gifts, for different kinds of people. So yeah. Any questions so far? No, right?
No questions so far.
Awesome. Great. So we're going to be repeating this step again. We're going to create a sample image of this design. Remember, guys, if I'm going a little bit too fast, we record every single one of these tutorials. So you're going to be able to come back to this and follow step by step. Okay, let me choose another image just in case there's a problem here. Oh, I seem to be getting an error with this image upload. Yeah, sometimes this can happen, guys, you know, especially when you're live on a tutorial. I'm just gonna try a bit more just in case. Okay, there you go. A little bit of a hiccup. Okay, so now we have an example with a dog image. So for dog parents, this is this dog's first Christmas. So I'm gonna save this as my product image, just like we did before. And once I have that image there, I'm gonna generate the mockups. So photographed, gorgeous. Okay, now we can generate using only the scene and we can go from there because sometimes, as you guys saw, the product may be a little bit too small for a mockup. Maybe, you know, sometimes for plates, oh, that looks perfect, honestly. But just a bit of a disclaimer. Sometimes the plates, it doesn't make them standing up, so you can't really see the design fully. So just a few things that you have to adjust when describing the photograph. Okay, so we have our second product already published. I'm gonna publish it officially and see how it looks on the store. Just make sure that everything looks perfect. Great. Gorgeous. As you guys can see, we have our mockup and all the options here already. Now, let's go ahead and publish our our third and last product. Again, back to the home page, publish a new product, and ShineOn catalog. So the third product was the acrylic ornament. So I'm going to search here, acrylic ornament. I'm going to select the circular one and add a design, pick from my designs, and I'm choosing the design we just created. The placement looks gorgeous. Click on next, select the store where I want to be publishing. And now Customly is working its automatic integration magic. You know, blending everything that we created with our design with this gorgeous ShineOn product to create this beautiful customizable acrylic ornament. Awesome, guys. So again, creating a sample image so we can create the photograph. And let's see if it lets me this time. Great. I'm gonna adjust it and I'm gonna save this as my product image. And now we can go ahead and create our gorgeous mockups using Nano Banana. I'm gonna select the Christmas scene, click generate, and let's see it work its magic. See if we have to adjust anything in the prompt. Looks gorgeous. Awesome. Now, once I save my mockup, I can go ahead, see it's in the product images, I can go ahead and publish it. And once we have it live on our store, that's about it, guys. As you guys can see, create one design, reuse a customly pre-made design and adjust it however you guys can imagine. Let your creativity flow. And once you have that set up, create as many products using the ShineOn catalog in your design as you like. It's looking gorgeous. Let's just make sure that it's working well. As you guys can see, the live preview is showing up beautifully. The date picker that we adjusted and the date format that we selected when designing. Everything looks great. And let's check the remove background. Gorgeous. That's about it, guys.